All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna get rolling because this is one of our final pushes to promote the Super Bowl event, and I want everybody to make sure that they understand what's going on and because a lot of times we do these events, we just put out flyers and we don't make sure that our audience know what's going on in detail. So uh, I brought Brother Rose on here. He is also one of my brothers, proud brother of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. The completion of the D9, because sometimes we get left out, but we gonna fix that. We gonna fix that. We gonna make sure this year is the year that we fix these things and make sure that everything is good. I also have on here the legendary Miss uh, Robin Carey Boyd is on here. Uh, this might be interesting, bro. All right, so let me bring these people on, these individuals on, and uh, let me unmute y'all. All right, so uh, everybody should be on here. Let me see. I gotta change my multi view. All right, so we have right now we have Brother Rose is on here for right now. Let me see. Let me remove my stuff. And Robin Carey Boyd, we're gonna bring her on in a second. So let me see. Like that. So we're gonna have oh, where we at? Where we at? So let me put y'all in. Let me put and Miss Boyd. All right. I don't see her right now. Well, she's on here, but I don't see her face. She. You
I
have
am here.
you
I'm
you,
just
you, you have
listening.
you have to put your face to glorify the situation.
I'm listening.
She's
Oh,
listening.
okay. All right. So it's cool. Right now we just gonna talk about the Super Bowl party and the cause of why we doing what we donate to and just we want to have fun this Super Bowl Sunday. And I like to go live. I don't know if you ever been on my live, but I like to go live, Miss Boyd, and just have fun. We can talk about anything, talk about some dialogue, and we actually also want to talk about the upcoming event uh, after the Super Bowl is the symposium, which is going to happen later on in the month. Since we are in Black History Month. They trying to erase the Black History Month, but that's not gonna happen. We not well. East St. Louis not. We not gonna let that happen. And at least from my perspective, I'm not gonna let it happen. So, Tron, if you want to go ahead and elaborate on what's going on today, and then we can go into what's gonna happen further in the month.
All right. Well, I thank you for having me on, Brother Williams. Uh, and Ms. Boyd, it's nice to hear your voice, as always. And
She
any
she
other
she,
listeners.
she dropped out. She gonna probably gonna come back in, but yeah.
Well, let's just start off with, IOTAs, the IOTAs, which I'm a member of.
Loosen,
We,
loosen, loosen, loosen up. Let's loosen up. We
I got this, brother.
this
This
is
is
not.
me, man. We just being calm, cool, and relaxed. That's how I
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
say the IOTAs, which member I'm a member of IOTA Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated, former Polaris. Just want to come on and talk about the Orly Smith Research for Cancer Foundation, which is why we host the Super Bowl every year. And a lot of people may, it's been brought to my attention. Well, who is Orly Smith? Or so I have to break it down to them. She is an African American female. Uh, she is doing great work with research for cancer. The thing of it is that she's doing groundbreaking work, and you know the one thing of it is that the research that she's doing, if these big companies get involved, and you know they actually put out the cure for cancer, prices are going to skyrocket. You know, so we and other organizations, Divine Nine, has got this young lady to support her, in her research. So has become a big drive and push for Iota Phi Theta as well as other D9 organizations, because cancer has affected us all in some form or fashion. And if we can get a cure, that would save a lot of lives. So, I mean, we don't want big, I guess you call it big pharma, to get involved and then jack up prices that people can't afford. It's already expensive as enough going through chemo and things like that. So the Brothers of Iota Phi Theta, we came up with the idea of, hey, everybody has a Super Bowl. It's a fun time, so, and it's a good, we can make it for a good cause. So it's a Super Bowl party with a purpose. So that's what we came up with this idea, and we pushing. Um, right now, I think, don't quote me on it, but if you go to the national website, iofitheta.org, and look up the Orly Smith Cancer Research Foundation, I think we've raised close to $15,000 to $20,000, and this is a way of Mu Omega uh, chapter of Iota Phi Theta, a way we contribute to that fundraiser for this cause. So again, this is just to make awareness that it is a African American female that is doing great things as far as cancer research. And I think not just our organization, any organization should get behind her. Now, this is not the only, we do help raise money for St. Jude and other organizations as well, but uh, I'm a strong believer in this is one of our own, and this is what we need to make a push, and doing things like this in our own community. So that's where I stand on that.
Yeah, that's I mean, and she's like I say, she's a part of D9. She's a Delta. Shout out to the Deltas that's doing all the great work out there. A lot of great work out there. Um, so
And like I said, iota, it's just iota. I know Alpha Phi Alpha gets behind it. I'm sure the Deltas are behind her 100%. But we need to make this more aware and putting it out into the community.
yes, I mean we like I say, there's a lot of research going on out there, uh, and we get a chance to get behind some African American, or what one of my friends don't like to call us African Americans, just call us Black Americans. Um, I mean, for certain reasons, we have never been to. Well, I've never been to Africa. None of my grandparents have never been to Africa, so we call ourselves Black Americans. Uh, but I love to support everybody who doing stuff. Uh, whether you're doing something independent, entrepreneurial, in the entrepreneurial space, no matter what you're doing, if I roll with you and rock with you, I'll support you. I want you to reach your goals and your dreams. That's that's my ultimate goal, is to make sure that I can help somebody reach their dream or reach their goal of achievement. So okay, now we usually have fun at the Super Bowl. Miss Boyd, you've been to the Super Bowl before, Super Bowl party before, and we have fun, and we that's what we're gonna push today. Also, is to let's enjoy, fellowship with one another, and have fun. We're gonna sit around and we're gonna talk some garbage and laugh and look at the Super Bowl, not look at the Super Bowl. Uh,
You say we're
get
having fun
some,
with a purpose.
yeah,
Having
having
fun.
fun, having fun with a purpose, and get you some good food while it lasts. So
That chili gonna go quick.
yeah, so we gonna have some fun. So Miss Boy, you have anything you want to say because you came on?
She just
Well, Tron just hit it. He took the words out of my mouth. Party with a purpose. I support. I don't care who's doing it. If it's a party with a purpose, I'm on board.
Right.
And of course, it's Black History Month, and we're Black 365 days a year. So you're right. They cannot take Black History Month because they can't take the Black history away, and we're
Exactly.
not going back. So we're gonna push that as hard as we can. I commend you all for your efforts. I believe that Super Bowl, everybody's gonna be celebrating, right? But why
Yes.
not do it with a little purpose behind it and bring to light um, some research for a disease that impacts any and everybody.
Yes.
So great job. Thank you all for putting this out. And again, I look forward to continuing to support you guys in your efforts.
All right.
I
So
will
if you
just
guys
say
get a chance to share the broadcast, just share it. I mean, those who on Facebook, share it. A lot of people not on my page, but if you can share it, share it. Y'all, Miss Boyd, y'all have a large chapter. I respect y'all chapter. Y'all hold down East St. Louis. I'm sorry, y'all in there, all the schools. I like to crack my little jokes, but y'all in all the schools, y'all everywhere. And that's why I love
but
hanging out with y'all and having fun with y'all.
Brother Dan, I'd like to also
Yeah.
say that she's being very modest. And I mean, I know she didn't come on here to talk, but you know, I know we're doing this cancer, this Super Bowl party with a purpose, but also know Sister Boyd is also the president of NAACP East St. Louis branch. Robert, forgive me, is it uh, 13, 30 or something like that?
3013.
3013. And she will be speaking at our first annual Civil Rights Symposium. And I know she's going to knock it out the park. I know there's a lot of buzz going around in East St. Louis about this uh, because we want to see a difference in our community. Um, we want to hold the government of East St. Louis accountable for some things. Um, you know, I don't want to go into a whole lot, but I really want to extend a heartfelt thank you to her for coming out and representing the NAACP, Delta Sigma Theta. This is not just about Iota Theta. This is about East St. Louis community. Uh, and again, I'll go back to this Orly Smith cancer research. And then for those that don't know, my father passed away of cancer. So it hits near and dear to me, uh, because I feel like if something like this could have saved his life, he may have had a few more years. Uh, so just like it impacted me, I'm sure it impacted so many others, especially in our community. So things like this is needed, and I'm putting out a call to all the D9 organizations to step it up. We do things in our community, but stuff like this is needed. You know, I'll just put it out there. Iota Phi Theta Mu Omega chapter of East St. Louis, we do not have a whole lot of money, but we will get out and work our butt off to raise whatever money we can, and do whatever we can in our community, whether it's just supporting or putting on it ourselves. So again, we have our symposium coming up. Hope that you guys come out, have questions. I'm sure Robert can answer anything that you got going on. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of DEI questions going on. I'm still not clear on on all that. So, Robin, if you want to speak to that just a little bit, I heard a little hoarse in your voice, but I don't want to, you know, you speak long. I know you got a long day, but if you want to just put it out there for a little bit.
Well, I will tell you this, without going into detail, the one ask from the NAACP is to just keep your eyes open,
Yes.
stay focused, because we've been given kind of a shock factor, and um, we don't want to become numb and act like this is the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
So we need to not run after everything that's thrown our way because tomorrow it'll be different.
Right.
And
Mm.
so you're going left and they're throwing something else, and now you need to go right. And you just want to really be careful as you pay attention. So when I bring the message, one of the things I'm going to ask is that we all stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where the young people say stay woke,
Yes, they
stay
woke.
focused, because you cannot follow and jump to everything that's thrown out there, because that is a distraction.
Yes.
That's on purpose.
Well, when you say stay focused, I mean, I guess it's kind of hard because there's so much information out there and people don't know what's true and not
Exactly.
true.
Keep listening. It's okay to do your homework, but you don't want to get all panicky and upset about things that haven't really come to fruition.
Yeah.
Mm.
Those things that have, you do your homework and make sure that you are in order when you try to make a decision based upon that.
Yes.
And we may not, we did talk so that we can strategically move forward, because I know I've seen, I've heard, I thought it myself. The best way, is through your pocketbook, right?
Yes.
How to make an impact. Well, we need to figure that out and figure out which way, just be strategic in whatever the move is that we decide to make together.
Yes.
Because together, you all know my thing is together we are stronger.
Yes.
And
Uh,
so,
I think.
so I don't want to give my speech here. I just want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah,
sure
yeah,
that
yeah.
you guys
Yeah,
know.
you don't have to get your speech.
They,
We just give them some teaser stuff. I think for me, I think okay in the beginning before they start making all these changes. Okay, symposium. We having a symposium, so it's gonna be nice. So when they start doing all of this stuff, the DEI stuff, and cutting out, saying like, "Oh, this gonna be very interesting." So now we can go into depth of what's going on. So me personally, I think that we're gonna have to get our community back on uh, the right financial direction to take our community where it needs to be. It's long overdue. Uh, I'm hating that we have to get to this point to even for this to even happen like it's happening, because they saying a lot of stuff in in the media that's that'll shock value stuff. Oh, they can't do that. They can't do this, doesn't. But even if they can't do it, what if? What if they cut this out? What do we do? How do we take care of our community? What if they cut this out? What do we do? How do we take care of the elderly? What if they cut this out? You know what I'm saying? Because we are so divided to the point where uh, we're not back to the basis of what the black community used to be. And when I say used, I mean that's probably before I was born. Before I was born, there was probably more unity coming into the. I was born in '68, so coming into the '70s, we were coming off of the King situation. Then we were coming off the Black Panther situation. Uh, then we got into the music. The music started being positive for us, the community, and then the crack era hit. The crack era hit, worst time in history for modern day history. We go into this and it put the black community in shambles. That's why I had a post up saying that we lost the war. There was a war going on in our community, and we lost the war. How do we recover from the war? From mid '80s to early 2000s, we were at war with the crack epidemic. So now, how do we recover from the war? The war
I would
is
get.
go ahead.
I would say I'm going off what Robin said. We are stronger together,
Yes.
and how we start that is that I know you mentioned finances, but before we could even get to that, we got to care. We
Yeah,
have to care,
we don't love
and
each other like we used to. So
if we are caring about our community, our houses, our land, and things like that, things that matter, then that makes us stronger together. And I think that's what Robin was getting at. How can we, come together and show that unity and be strong and lay out a plan to get to that point. If I'm mistaken, Robin, please let me know. But that's what I took from what you were saying.
And you headed in the right direction, yes, sir. And I'm gonna. How about I tie it back to we are stronger together if we fight this cancer with
yeah,
research.
yes, yes,
We definitely can make a difference with that. How does cancer impact Black people in relation to people of other colors,
yeah,
or non-color?
yes,
How is that, and what can we do here? You're right, trying to. Everybody has had it impact their family in some form or fashion.
yes,
It
exactly.
becomes very personal. So we used to have the Relay for Life in East St. Louis, and that kind of fell during COVID and hadn't come back. So I'm not sure it's coming back to this area, but that was a big effort from the entire community, including the D9.
I hope it does. We need stuff like that in the community.
So I
We
mean,
really
we
do.
can we create our own walk, run, something?
Hey, it's a conversation.
Yeah.
Right
So
now, guess what? Iota got it going on. Iota's doing it, so let's make it happen and let's make
okay,
this a
cool.
successful event,
Okay,
um, and go from there.
okay. You got me. You got me. I'm going through my Rolodex in my head. We
Yeah,
just got
right. That's
you just
that's what
got
we
we
have
just
to
got to
do.
go through the find the right time of the year to do it, and
Hmm.
uh we gonna make it happen. I think that will be good because I got some other stuff that I thought about uh to tie into the whole thing, and uh we gonna make something happen. Yes.
Does your chapter have a goal, like how much y'all looking to try to raise um, off this event and donations?
Um.
Yeah,
Well,
right now I think we're looking at anywhere between at a minimum of a grand and to about 5 grand at max. Um, but anywhere between that to just start off. This is our first one for the Orly uh, Research for Cancer Foundation. So we hoping that this grows every year and we're able to raise more and more. So, but we would like to tie this into other things. Of course, we do Rumble in the Jungle, but that is for St. Jude's Cancer Research. But I think this is, I don't want to say neither one is less important than the other. It's just that this is one of our own. And I'm a big supporter in supporting Black businesses, which I know D9 does a big push every year for Black businesses. But things like this really need to have a push toward. So yeah, we're hoping to grow this every.
Yeah. That's yeah. So the plan is for make sure that we uh begin to get back into the community uh like we all set out to do, like all the orgs uh, set out to to help the community, to help build the community, help the community thrive and advance. Um, so we got to get back to what all of our founding all our founding presidents and our founded our founders uh, started was to do something for our community. Because at every time that one of the orgs was founded, there was something going on in the society. So we got to get back to helping our community again. So if we don't do that, then we kind of doing a disservice to the people. And I don't want to do a disservice to the people. I want to be able to give something to the community. So that's where I'm at on it. So
Well, like, I appreciate both guys. Daniel, I appreciate you for having me on.
you all right?
Robin,
You
do
okay? You okay? Y'all
please
okay?
don't
I want
get Robin.
everybody to.
Don't
I
get
want,
started. I'm okay. I'm okay.
I want everybody to be good now. Y'all don't nobody get sick on me. Don't try to stay as healthy as possible. We have to do that. You know,
Yes.
this has been a kind of a rough week for me because I had a couple friends that didn't make it to seats today. So I want everybody to take care of themselves. We got to get back to uh, the physical health and the mental health, and try to make sure that everybody okay. Every now and then, call somebody and say, "You good? You good? Robin, how you doing? You good? Brother Rose, how you doing? You good?" We have to make those calls, and if we don't make those calls, then we think about people, and then we have to show our love, a genuine love,
I
organic
can't call Robin
love.
and have her off because she ain't gonna. I can't say I'm good because she'll be like, "Nah, no, you ain't. No, you
You know, and,
go
and I'm gonna check on it too. I'm checking, make sure you're straight.
Yeah,
You always say you good.
Robin gonna say, "You all right?" Ooh wee.
and
Yeah,
let me
buddy.
have." But I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
we just got it. We I think when I look back at it, I say that for a long time in our community, everything just been all over the place. I think I'm hoping, and I ain't saying nothing in a bad or negative way. I'm hoping that what's going on now will shake us up to get us back on the right track and say, stop playing uh, these folks, these wonderful people, not playing with us. They it's they well, let me say, I think it's two things going on. Two things going on is, from my perspective, is a survival mechanism when it comes to, we got to remove certain people because their population is growing. The wonderful people population is not growing as fast. It's descending. Uh, then they trying to get control of the money or the finances or the way that people provide for themselves. They trying to get control of all of that. That way that they'll always stay in control. This is from my perspective. You know, I can go deeper, but I'd rather leave that alone because I get blocked.
I was I was and I would say this, that history has proven black communities can thrive if they stick together and show unity. I mean, unfortunately, history has also shown that when we do, uh, certain races or cultures get jealous and want to intervene and stop it. But we're in a different age of time. If we can do what we do now, then the pattern has been shown. East St. Louis is a predominant black. If we can take what they did in Roswell or Tulsa, put black
Rosewood.
Rose, I'm Rosewood, and build our own communities, that will lead the way. I would love for East St. Louis to show the way of what a black community can do, what it should be, where it can go. We call ourselves the city of champions. So hey, why not champion what this should look like?
Yes.
And We got a strong NAAC president in East St. Louis, and she needs all the support that she can get. And if we stick together, they strong together, it can be done. That's just my little 63 cent.
Right. So yeah,
I
so
thank you all for that. I appreciate it, and I do look forward to us making a difference, and
yes,
so we can all survive this period in time
yeah,
and come out stronger.
yes. Together we are stronger. Uh, but yes, and I like I say I appreciate everybody who come on my page and stuff like that. And Robin, I always have talks. I always got some discussion. If you got one of your sorrows that like to talk about finances, send them and tell them to come on. If you got somebody who want to talk about uh, something that's going on in the community, let them come on. I'm welcoming everybody. I want to build a platform that people can come and talk about their entrepreneur. I love entrepreneurial journeys. I mean, I know everybody got jobs and stuff like that, but I love for people to it's the dream. I always dream to be something. That I want to just be dream to be a teacher. That I want to just to be uh, um, architect. Whatever it is. Is there anything that people dream to be other than what their 9 to 5 is? I'm just saying. So I want to have some fun. I want to sit around and
Well,
talk.
you will be broadcasting from the symposium, correct?
Yes, that's the plan. It's to broadcast it. I just got to make sure that my setup is good and everything is working correctly. Um, um, I had a brother. I don't know. I don't know, Sister Boyd, if you know Kevin Geddes. So Kevin Geddes, he a Kappa. He's up in Seattle, but he does what is it? What is it? Civil rights or um, like when you have discrimination on the job and stuff based on race and stuff. So you have he does that. He's like, man, I love to come on, but I was trying to figure out how to get him on live uh, at the symposium so he can talk, because I don't want you to do all the talking. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to be engaged or be involved in uh, the
But that's why
dialogue.
we're having a.
Yeah,
Yes.
Senator
Well,
Belt. Go ahead, tell them who else is there.
we
Intern.
have a Senator, Illinois Senator Chris Belt, who is again, he's another advocate for the community. Uh, he's doing great things. Uh, I mean, he loves what he does. I see his passion, and I love that about him. We also have former Chief Frank McCall, who um, was the chief of Ferguson and Berkeley, which is two predominantly black cities, and he has, with his what 40 some years law enforcement, has turned those communities around. So he will be also speaking. He's not a native of East St. Louis, but he does helps do service in East St. Louis as far as community service and things like that through his organization, which he's also a member of Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. So we thought it best as far as a legal aspect of what can be done in the community, how to conduct yourself with law enforcement and things of that nature. And of course, like I said, we have the NAAC president, which is Robin Boyd, and she's is going to be there as the host speaker. And I'm pretty sure the people have a lot of questions. I'm pretty sure it's around this DEI and other things. So any questions that are brought to the surface, I think between these three, they should be able to handle any questions that come that way, any questions that will help benefit the community. I'm very excited about. Like I said, it's so much that we so much work that needs to be done, and I think this is the start of it. Looking forward to working with other organizations in the D9 and really making an impact in our community. IOTA is starting with this cancer research, and bringing this symposium to the forefront. And again, I'm just happy to have Madam President of the NAACP on board with this. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. My pleasure.
All right, so uh, those of you who coming out to the Super Bowl party today, I appreciate y'all in advance, um, and I'm gonna see y'all there. Two fingers mean peace, and I'm gonna holler at y'all. And I appreciate my co-host, my guest speakers, everybody who's speaking today. And y'all got anything to say before I log off?
Just thank you for having me.
Thank you, and I'll see y'all a little later.
All right.
All
Peace.
right.
Peace.
Good show. Good show.
Yeah.